Hey, welcome. Welcome to the FA podcast, the Fearless Ambition podcast, hosted by yours truly, Kadon Sterling. And before we get into this topic of the New York Giants, let's get to the business because I'm still tripping off of last night's game, okay? And this morning's mini tornado that we had out here. United States Hustler. Somebody asked me, how do I feel about myself many, many years ago, probably about 7, 8 years ago in an interview I had. And right off the top, I said, I consider myself a United States hustler because I'm going to take all the opportunity that's given to me and I am going to absolutely put all my ambition into it to create income. I'm going to open the doors and create the doors that's not open. I'm going to create them. If they close, I'm going to open the doors. If they're locked, I'm going to make new locks. I'm going to create keys so I can go through those doors and create my own opportunities. A United States hustler. So you can get yours at Etsy.com. Mogul Mindset is one word, people. Mogul Mindset. Put it all together in the search bar at Etsy.com, and you can actually purchase your own United States Hustler hoodie or t-shirt if that's how you firmly believe in yourself, all right? As a business person, as an entrepreneur. Now, for everybody else, I know you're very used to seeing me on Cars, Golf, and Cigars right here on YouTube. Mogul Talk One-on-One, where we share all the financial advice that we can right here on YouTube. So go to those other channels, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button on this channel, and hit the like button as well. This is my newest channel, the FA, Fearless Ambition Podcast, where we talk about basically everything trending. Not gossip, but trending. I'll let y'all handle the gossip. The New York Giants. Let me take a sip of this tea. My New York Giants got beat last night by the Dallas Cowboys 20-15. They was not the favorites to win. Honestly, I didn't think they were going to win that game, but I was hoping and praying that we did win that game because we need to win all our games, as many as possible, but especially when we play the Dallas Cowboys. Those are not regular games. That is not a regular rivalry. That is something different. But I'm going to get on the defense real quick, then I'll talk about the offense. Last time I spoke about them, we spoke about the front office with the general manager, the senior general manager, Sean, I believe his name is, or what have you. I like the guy. I think he has the best mindset for the team. I think he really, really wants to see the New York Giants succeed. But you never should have let Barkley leave. Listen, you don't let your best weapon that you have in your arsenal go to your competitor. Go to somebody else who you know is absolutely a problem for you in your division. And you allow Barkley to leave and go to the Eagles because you didn't want to pay him because you've already committed all this money to your QB, Mr. Daniel Jones. Somehow or another, you were supposed to go to the owner and say, listen, I'm going to need you to give me an extension on some money because we got to keep Saquon here. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's go to the defense. Last night, the bottom line is this. Let me just sum the whole thing up because I don't want to keep this too long. When you have lack of pride, you have lack of production. Lack of pride, you have lack of production. You got a whole bunch of superstars on the team who've never won a Super Bowl. And everybody on that team, in my opinion, is playing for individual numbers. They're not playing for Giants pride or really for a Super Bowl. They're playing for individual numbers. And when you play like that, you don't play truly, truly as a team. Now, I'm going to get to the offense in a second, but I got to get to this defense. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know what it is about the New York Giants today that has no education or lack of education of the New York Giants of previous. Okay? Now, I don't want to compare the eras or what have you, but you cannot help but to compare it because when we had Banks, When we had LT, okay, that's just naming two. I ain't gonna go through the whole defensive line. People understood in the NFL to play the Giants, you had to prepare for the Giants. Teams don't prepare for the Giants no more. They just play their game because they're not worrying about our game. And that's a problem. That has to be set in stone. Listen, I'm not even going to get on the coaches right now because I think the coaches actually ran some decent plays last night. The only thing I want to see from the coaching staff is be more aggressive. Stop waiting to get hit first so you can counterpunch. Punch first, hit first, kick first, do everything first. Even though y'all got your first 3 points, the bottom line is you only scored 15 points with all field goals. Your offensive line did not score a touchdown. Your kicker made all the points for the whole damn team. Special teams didn't cause no problems. Your defensive line didn't really disrupt Dallas at all. Okay? You got one sack out of was Thibodeaux, what have you. Number 5. You got one sack, and you run around the field like the night is over. Where's your production, brother? You had one sack, you had one rush, one major rush. You didn't have a complete game. You didn't. You're the captain, right? Captain on the defense, right? One of the captains? What's happening? There's something called, see, while you young men were just born, there was a whole Giants atmosphere in the 80s, going into the 90s. And the last time that atmosphere was there, honestly speaking, is when Strahan and his guys was there. When teams knew they had to prepare to play the New York Giants. Let me tell you how bad it is. And this is coming from a Giants fan, die hard. I have no other team in NFL that I like. I only rock with my team, the Giants. ESPN, First Take, sports journalists across the board don't even talk about the New York Giants. They don't. Stephen A. Smith, when Molly, shout out to Molly for being a Giants fan, when Molly brought y'all up, he shut her down and said, we're not talking about the Giants because nobody cares. Go back and look at the tape yourself. Nobody cares. Because you're giving your fans nothing to care about. Nothing. I'm just telling you what it is from a Giants fan point of view. And from a business point of view, you're giving them nothing to care about. When I saw that man go on TV and say, we're not talking about the Giants, they talk about every other team. Y'all not even good enough right now to have major journalists talk about you. Y'all went and got number 0. Y'all went and got Burns. Great talent. Thibodeaux on the other side, I love how the edge is looking. What's the problem, though? The problem is you're not executing. The problem is no one cares about who's in the backfield. No one cares about our secondary. No one's scared of it. You had nobody for CD. Okay, CD caught a touchdown that he never should have caught between 2 defenders. Never. And number 3, you didn't even chase CD down. You stopped running. By the time CD got to the 20-yard line, you stopped running. You gave up on the play, which I am disgusted about. I don't care if he was going to score or not score. You don't give up on the play. You tackle him on the 1-yard line or in the end zone. If he scored, you still gave it your all. You stop working. Giants defense, y'all not working. And y'all not working together at all as a defense. Okay? Lawrence is an amazing talent, but Lawrence can't do it all in the middle, hold everything down in the middle. That's why what we do last night the Dallas Cowboys don't even have a major running game at all. Not at all. And they damn sure did better than we did. Damn sure did better than we did. When you wake up, you got to go back and you have to look at everything that you've done. You have to say to yourself, what's going on? What's going on, New York Giants? Now, let me get to the offense because I got to actually be honest about it. Daniel Jones last night actually looked like a half a good football player. He actually was on his due diligence. He was executing his route throws. He actually looked like a damn good quarterback last night. But the problem is I got to go to number 26, the new 26 Singletary. This is where I go to the front office and get so frustrated. He is 5'7" or 5'8", 203 pounds. He is not a power back. He cannot do the I-back formation and make holes for himself. He's fast. He's witty on his feet. He can break people's ankles if he has a hole. If he doesn't have a hole, he doesn't go nowhere. He did 1.1 yards per carry last night. He's a screen back. You got to just run screens with him because he needs 3 or 4 big people in front of him for him to be able to do what he do naturally. He's not the guy you send and say, run through the hole to go get a first down. He's not. That's not him. He's not a power back. He can't break none of those big boys. Them 300-pounders was slamming him all over the ground last night. He can't break them. He's not Derrick Henry. He can't stiff on nobody. He's 5'8", 203 pounds in the NFL. He's fast. That don't mean he's stronger than these dudes, because he's not. You got to give him holes. You got to give him holes that's open for 3 seconds so he can make his moves. Or you got to give him screenplays. All that giving him the ball, talking about run, because you think Dallas can't control the run. They can't control the run against great running backs. Anybody can control the run against a regular running back. He's not a power back. He's just fast. So they had to go to the air more, which they did. So let me give credit to Neighbors, who was actually playing like a dog last night. So I give credit to him. The kid Robinson, I give credit to him, except for that one pass that he dropped. All we needed was 1 touchdown, man. 1 touchdown to win that game. 1. And when he dropped that pass, I really do believe that could have been that touchdown to win that game. Really, honestly, all we needed was 1. So the offense, I wasn't actually mad at, but I was disturbed with the fact that y'all couldn't create 1 touchdown. Not 1 touchdown. Your kicker did everything for you. The offense worked too hard to not be able to score and not execute. All you needed was 1 touchdown, y'all. Y'all would have beat the Dallas Cowboys last night at home. Just 1. And you couldn't get it done. Not 1 touchdown, and they knew it. They was not worried about you. The coach, to me, in my opinion, should have went in that locker room before the game and told every man sitting there, every man that's coming off that bus that's over here tonight in our house, feel like they're better than every man in this locker room. They are coming here tonight to embarrass us in our home. We will not get embarrassed where we live, where we stay, where we eat, where we sleep. We won't get embarrassed here. We will let them know this is where we live, you in our house, and you're visitors. That's not what you did last night. You gave the Dallas Cowboys what they needed, more confidence to keep pushing forward. They needed that win bad last night. We needed that win bad last night. Now they 500 and we not. And they didn't play the best game they could play. They really didn't. Just CeeDee Lamb had a lot of catches because he was going to get them anyway. But they didn't play their best game. No, they didn't. It's really because we don't have that aura no more of you have to prepare to play us. They don't have to prepare to play you. Defense, there's no NFL team that's worried about you right now. None. And that's sad. None. They don't care. They have no respect for Daniel Jones, and they have no respect for the defensive line for the New York Giants. That needs to be changed. Because the bottom line is if we lose 1 more game, everybody knows who's a true Giant fan know that we're not going to the playoffs. And this is coming from a Giants fan. Hey, leave me your comments. Tell me what you think right here. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. My name is Kadon A. Sterling. This is the Fearless Ambition Podcast. Thank y'all so much for listening.